Will the Bold and the Beautiful's Deke Sharp reunite with Remy after the Forrester fallout? On The Bold and the Beautiful, betrayal is never just drama for drama's sake. It's a turning point. It reshapes alliances, fractures families, and sends characters down paths they never planned to take. Right now, no one stands at a bigger crossroads than Deke Sharp, whose quiet dismissal from Forrester Creations may go down as one of the company's most short-sighted decisions yet. The real question fans are asking isn't whether Deke will strike back, but how. And more importantly, will he turn to Remy, the one person who truly understands both his drive and his growing resentment? If soap history is any guide, the answer may already be clear. The Forrester snub that changed everything. Deke's entrance into Forrester Creations was framed as a fresh start. Yes, his last name tied him to the Logans, but he worked hard to establish himself as more than Hope Logan's half-brother or another Sharp hoping for a handout. He wanted to succeed on talent alone. Hope believed in him. She encouraged his designs, boosted his confidence, and promised that hope for the future would be about creativity, not pedigree. For a brief moment, it seemed like the show was challenging its long-standing rule that Forresters always come first. Then Thomas Forrester returned. Almost instantly, the balance of power snapped back into place. Zende was elevated as a proven designer. Thomas proclaimed himself the future of the line, and Steffi, calm, corporate, and unsentimental, made the final call. Deke wasn't fired for doing a bad job. He wasn't criticized. He wasn't even warned. He was simply told he wasn't needed anymore. You have a future, just not at Forrester Creations. It sounded professional, it felt personal, because what Deke heard was the truth outsiders have always known. Forrester Creations is a family business first. Everyone else is expendable. When hope can't protect you, as painful as Steffi's decision was, the deeper wound came from Hope's inability to stop it. Hope has always been positioned as the show's moral compass, someone who believes fairness and compassion can survive even in ruthless environments. To Deke, she represented proof that the system could evolve. When it didn't, something broke. He doesn't openly blame Hope, but disappointment has a way of turning into resentment when it goes unresolved. He trusted her, he believed her promises, and now he's left questioning whether loyalty is ever truly returned. That kind of hurt doesn't disappear. It looks for somewhere else to land. Enter Remy, the dangerous alternative. Remy has never been the safe choice, and that's exactly why he matters now. Whatever history they share, Remy represents something Forrester never gave Deke: unwavering belief in his ambition. Not patience, not corporate reassurance, belief. Where Hope urged Deke to wait, Remy likely pushed him to move. Where Forrester demanded restraint, Remy probably encouraged boldness, even recklessness. Soap storytelling thrives on unresolved relationships resurfacing at moments of vulnerability, and Deke has never been more vulnerable. He's questioning his judgment, his loyalty, and the value of playing by the rules. That's when the past starts to look appealing, not because it's safe, but because it feels real. Why Soap Logic says a Remy reunion is coming. From a storytelling standpoint, the signs couldn't be clearer. Deke has been pushed out by power. Forrester Creations has become the obstacle in his story. Hope is emotionally compromised. She cares, but she failed him. Katie's new fashion house provides the perfect rival stage. Soap writers don't introduce a character like Remy, layered, ambiguous, unfinished, unless they plan to use him as a destabilizing force. Reuniting Deke and Remy wouldn't just advance one storyline, it would send waves through multiple families and businesses, and on B&B, ripple effects are the whole point. Revenge doesn't always look like revenge. Deke may insist he doesn't want payback, but on a soap, revenge doesn't always mean sabotage. Sometimes it looks like success. Imagine Deke thriving outside Forrester. Imagine his designs gaining buzz. Imagine Steffi realizing she misjudged him. Now imagine Remy being the architect behind it all. That's not destruction, that's validation, and validation can be just as intoxicating. The risk lies in how far Remy might push things once he's back in Deke's orbit. The line Deke hasn't crossed yet. What makes Deke compelling isn't rage, it's restraint. He hasn't lashed out, he hasn't sabotaged hope, he hasn't confronted Steffi. He's holding it all inside. And on a soap, that's always the calm before the turn. If Remy reframes ambition as justice instead of revenge, Deke may cross lines he never intended to, not because he's cruel, but because he's tired of being powerless. That's how anti-heroes are made. Hope, Steffi, and the fallout ahead. Hope isn't finished in this story. If Deke reconnects with Remy, she'll be forced to choose between family loyalty and moral conviction. She may try to intervene, but the tragedy may be that she's already lost her influence. Steffi, meanwhile, may be overlooking a critical threat. She sees Deke as temporary, replaceable. History suggests that's a mistake. The Forresters' biggest problems have always come from people they underestimated. Katie's company, the perfect pressure cooker. Katie's new fashion house adds fuel to the fire. If Deke joins forces with Remy under Katie's banner, the conflict becomes deeply personal. Logan's versus Forrester's, loyalty versus ambition, creativity versus control. Katie offers credibility, Remy brings edge, Deke provides vision. That's not just competition, it's a challenge. So, will Deke take Remy back? All signs point to yes, not because Deke is weak, not because he's vindictive, but because The Bold and the Beautiful is ultimately a story about power, who has it, who loses it, and what people will do to get it back. Deke has lost his place, Remy offers him a way forward. Whether that path leads to redemption, ruin, or reinvention remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, Forrester Creations hasn't seen the last of Deke Sharp.